Hello everyone, my name is Jeremy McEwen Spender. Today I'm going to show you how to play the Don't Look Down version of GimKit. GimKit is a third-party site that allows you to upload your own study sets like this one that I've just created as an example, and then have your students play games to try and reinforce this important information. So we're going to go to Play Live, and then we're going to click on Don't Look Down. Here are the different modifiers you can set up for the game lobby. And then we are going to begin this game. Nope, I can just start right from there. That's beautiful. So as I progress through this game, the purpose and the goal of this game is to try and get as high up as I possibly can. You're not supposed to not look down, and if you fall, what'll happen is you have to start all the way back from the beginning. Now, in order to continue progressing through the game, you will eventually run out of energy, and in order to get more energy, you are going to, here it'll show me right about now, boom, you're going to have to answer questions. So, in order to answer questions, you click on that little button in the bottom left corner. This is an example of one of the questions that we'll need to answer. A system where power is shared between the national government and state government is called federalism. Then we have a member of the higher chamber of the legislative branch, that's a senator. During the Whiskey Rebellion, angry farmers decided to blank the excise tax on whiskey. That is nullified. Judicial branch, lifelong term, Supreme Court justice, yada yada. You get the point. So those are all the different questions that we will have to answer in order to gain energy. Now, the reason why I chose this game is for many reasons. How it functions, students join my game kit, they play Don't Look Down, they answer the questions, they reinforce their understanding of academic vocabulary. The module alignment, this activity aligns with my module, the goal of applying American history vocabulary in a historical context. So if we go back and we actually look at some of these questions and answers, you'll see this question, for example. The British Empire controlled the American Atlantic colonies using a system known as blank mercantilism, which controlled trade and established colonial settlements. Here we have a picture of Uncle Sam. The prompt says the spreading of ideas, information, rumors in order to promote or undermine a certain cause. This is an example of propaganda, right? So my module is all about understanding vocabulary through a historical context and using historical context to provide insight for kids so they get a better understanding of those terms. These questions are examples of that. Then the gamification elements, I chose points and progression because of this survival style gameplay. It keeps kids motivated and focused. When there's a class filled with a bunch of different kids, they will all see each other's characters next to each other, so there's a lot of competition and camaraderie that keeps kids engaged. In terms of best practices, this follows best practice because it's a goal-based, feedback-rich game that takes usually under 10 minutes depending on how much time you want to use. Like Cami Bean emphasizes, the tool supports the learning objective instead of distracting from it, which is very important. And then the learner fit, this works with my learners because it's low stakes, it's engaging, it supports diverse students through clear language and context clues, which is really important in my demographic, where we have roughly 70% of our student body are multilingual learners. It helps build vocabulary accuracy while staying connected to the U.S. history content. And even better, it allows kids to tune out on the vocab. That becomes second nature to them, and they focus much more on playing the game without even realizing that they're strengthening and reinforcing their understanding of American historical vocabulary. So thank you for watching my demonstration. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.